Before you start watching this video and before I go to sleep, because it's getting kind of late now, I want you to understand one thing. This is perhaps the most brutally honest day in the life of a 21-year-old CEO and founder video vlog on YouTube that you're ever going to see. Hi, how are you? My name is Joe Binder. Lovely to meet you, lovely to see you. It's currently 20 to 8 in the morning. I've been up since around 6, basically getting showered, getting changed. I did a tiny bit of exercise, just some like push-ups and sit-ups and whatnot, just to wake me up. So I'm looking at my calendar at the moment. Today I have around 4 different meetings scheduled in, each of which are like in different areas dotted around London, which is gonna be fun. But before I actually go to those meetings, I need to do a bunch of admin work and like prep for them. I hope this can be an insightful video. I hope this is interesting. I hope this answers a lot of your questions about what I do every day. Make sure to get involved. Follow me on Snapchat, not Snapchat. Snapchat's not really a thing anymore, is it? Follow me on Instagram, maybe even Twitter. So the first thing I do when I sit down at my computer is I go onto something called monday.com. That is essentially an online to-do list, and what I do there is I write down every single thing that I need to do for the day, and I can also see everything that I did or didn't do yesterday. There's a code for each of them: done, to do, waiting, stuff like that. So that keeps me focused on everything that I need to do. Right, now I've made a brief list of the stuff that I need to do today, as well as the meetings I have, and now I'm going to spend the next half an hour to an hour actually preparing for those meetings, going through emails. Right, it's 20 past 8 and I need to go to my first meeting now, which is in Camden. I'm currently in North London and I'm going south. Right, so first meeting down, it's now 10 AM. So that was with an international charity that I did a mentoring program with. That was maybe around 5 years ago. I was still at school and they put me in touch with somebody in the city, somebody who was already established in their career. They knew what they were doing and they could help out somebody like me who had no idea. 5 years down the line, I'm still in touch with the mentor they introduced me to. So I thought it's about time that I actually give back and I tried to become a mentor for the program so I could mentor somebody who's younger than me. Yeah. And so that's why I was there. The conversation very quickly developed into one whereby I saw that they could use some help with their marketing efforts. They saw that I could potentially help them with that. So now we're going to have another meeting at some point within the next few weeks, I think, to actually discuss number 1, mentoring, but number 2, actually working alongside them to help show more people about the charity and help spread word about it through the kind of marketing services that I offer with WOW. I realise at this point I haven't actually told you that much information about my company, so quick context. After graduating from uni, I joined a social media startup where I worked for around 6 months, and then I decided to create my own marketing company called WOW. We offer everything from influencer campaigns to SEO blog campaigns to bespoke LinkedIn brand management. Right, so I need to go back to the train station, jump on a train to Moorgate. Camden town, and I need to go all the way down to Moorgate. And this is Moorgate. You can see a bunch of different tower office blocks. This kind of area of London is very corporate. You can see literally every single person here is wearing a suit of some sort. And I'm here because a potential client that I've been working with has recently written a book. So he's a lawyer, but he's also an author, and he needs help marketing that book to a larger audience. And my job in this is to essentially find out who his target demographic are, who could enjoy this book, and where they spend time online. From that point on, we're going to be speaking about how we could specifically target them, and then I'll actually be doing that work to target them with the overarching goal of driving sales for the book. Hi, okay, so meeting went well. I am now going from Moorgate to King's Cross to the YouTube space, where I have another meeting. I need to make a call. Day's going well. I'm getting hungry. I have a banana in my bag. I think I'm going to eat it pretty soon. Buzzing! As I said earlier, I think, today is basically like a meeting day. Like lots of running around London, lots of speaking to potential clients, current clients, friends and whatnot. So there's less sit down work kind of stuff, even though there is some of that. Usually I have more of a balance between the two, but today is mainly running around and chatting, which I love. It's my favourite. Chatting is my favourite type of work. Moorgate, King's Cross. I'm gonna have my banana, have a quick call, and then meet my friend Genevieve. I'm also hoping that I get time to do a quick Instagram live. How are you enjoying this, by the way? Do you know who I am? Like, have we ever met before? Have you ever seen my videos before? Make sure to drop a comment, make sure to drop me a DM on Instagram. Like, I'm keen for that. Like, I wanna know a bit more about you. If you know about me, I wanna know about you. Thanks, bye. And now we're here at the YouTube space. This is in King's Cross. It's basically my second home. This is my badge. I need to make a quick call now, and then oh my god, I need to eat my banana. Right, now I have a very impromptu call with my friend, basically about how to optimize his LinkedIn profile. It's kind of some of the stuff that I do is through my company, so I'm going to quickly chat to him before my 1 PM meeting. What's the purpose of actually doing the same as in your? Right, so that call was fun, that went well. I now have the meeting in 5 minutes, it's 5 to 1, and in that time I need to basically catch up on messages, particularly one WhatsApp from somebody that I wanted to work with on a project, but now she said she doesn't have the time over the next few months to dedicate to it, but she's happy to give me tips and point me in the right direction, so I'm going to take her up on those tips, ask her specifically what she would have done, and then try to find somebody else. So I'm going to reply to her quickly. So this is the YouTube space, by the way. This is where I literally live. This is like the main part where people take photos. I usually set up my laptop around here, and then you have like coffee and sweets and chocolates and stuff up there. You have a cute little PlayStation area there. Right guys, I'm in the YouTube space now with Genevieve, and I'm gonna introduce you to her, and she's gonna tell you all about herself and how we met.
At Caroline Calloway's birthday party in December, I got very toasty on Prosecco and noticed Joe like out of the corner of my eye, and immediately approached him and was like, oh my gosh, you're Joe Binder and I follow you on Instagram. And he was like, that's really sweet, and just kind of strolled away because I was a crazy drunk American.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, but you were so nice, and then you were like, actually, will you take a picture? So I took a picture of you and Adam and Harry and someone else, and you guys posed, and I was like, no, pose this way, and I'm like on the floor, like snapping pictures. Slay. And you were all like, oh my gosh, thanks so much, you're so great. And I was like, wait, now I need pictures with you. That was that.
And that was how we met, and the rest is history.
The rest is history.
We've been friends ever since. Right, it's 2:30 PM. I'm now quickly getting some lunch. I'm going to take it back to the YouTube space. This is Google. This is like their whole London HQ offices. I'm going to take my lunch back to YouTube space. My computer's currently charging, then I need to charge my camera, and then I need to be in Soho for around 3:45, where I have another meeting. Right, so it's 3:30, I'm still in the YouTube space. I've eaten, I've done a bit more admin, and now I'm going to do a quick, Instagram live stream even. Right guys, this is a final call. If you have any questions whatsoever about, you know, whether it's post-university stuff, whether it's starting your own. If you're not currently following me on Instagram, get involved. I do live streams occasionally, and I try to be as active as possible. Follow me at JoeMinder96, and listen, I would love to sit and chat, but I need to go to my next meeting in Soho. I'm currently in King's Cross, and I don't have time to do the Q&A now because I need to run over there. It takes around 16 minutes, and I need to be on time. So let's go, and we'll get back to the Q&A later. Now going from King's Cross down to Leicester Square, and then walking to Soho House from there. I used to work in that bar like 3 years ago for the summer. Madness. So this is Chinatown here, Soho area, and now I need to find Soho House. So right now I'm going to go over to Oxford Street, Jessop's on Oxford Street, and pick up 2 disposable cameras, both of which I actually took the photos for, you know, over a year ago. I've got no idea what photos are on there, so I've just got them developed. That'll be like a cute little nostalgia throwback of Cambridge and maybe of London as well, if there were London photos in there. Harry Slay, yes. Yes! Oh, Caroline, I remember this moment so clearly. That's adorable. If you're still at uni, or no, it doesn't matter if you're still at uni actually, whatever stage of your life you're at, I wholeheartedly encourage you to go out, buy a disposable camera, take a bunch of photos over a few days, and then just hide the camera from yourself, write the date on it, and then just hide it and never look at it again until you look at it again, like a year later or something like that, and then you would have forgotten about the photos, and it's just such a nice reminder to look back. And when they're disposable cameras, the quality isn't that good, but I don't know, it's so different from taking photos digitally. It's really, really nice. Definitely recommend it. Buy a cheap disposable camera on Amazon. I'll leave a link in my description if you don't know how to find one, but like, chilled, 100% do it, please. It's lovely, and think of me when you do it. Ooh, itch. Oh, it's just right outside the air. I'm home now. It's around 7:15 p.m. I now need to make some dinner. I'm starving. I'm really tired. I'm gonna have some food. Then I'm gonna go to the gym. Right, so I'm back in my room after the gym, after my day, essentially. Now listen, if we're not mates, and if you don't follow this channel, and if you don't know who I am, and maybe if like we do business together and we don't really chat outside of that, welcome to my room, if you like it. This is quite intimate, but I'm pretty chill with that, like I'm pretty open. Hello. Right, okay, just quickly before I get onto the, you know, all the spiel that I have. Essentially, the Q&A. Can I show you something? So, when I was much younger, around 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, that kind of age, a bit younger maybe, I was obsessed with gardening. My best friend's dad got me involved with it, like growing plants, vegetables, everything like that. And the other day, my nephew Harley has now essentially got involved in like the same way that I was, and he's got a greenhouse and he's got different plants growing. So I was like, Harley, can I have a cutting of your mint? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, thanks. He didn't really like, yeah, no, I was like, what? Everyone was teasing me because I was like, everyone was teasing me because they think I manipulated him into giving me a cutting of his mint, and he's only 6. But like, I didn't manipulate him, I just told him it'd be really cute if he gave me a cutting. All a cutting means is that you literally pinch off the top of a plant, put it in water or put it somewhere, then it grows roots. So this is mint, and look, this has been in water for like, sorry if you're not interested in, actually, no, you should be interested in this.